Hey there, this is the One Boom, and today we're going to be talking about something I talked about a while back, around Black Ops 3's life cycle, I think around the beginning of 2016, but I wanted to talk about the topic I talked about then, but in a different way. So, like the title of the video says, you need to play more video games. Now, I'm not specifically saying that you need to put more time into your video games. I mean, that's relative to your schedule and everything, and I'm sure I'm going to get a couple comments on this video that are saying, I don't have the money or the time for this, then the video's not for you, and I'm sorry. So what do I mean when I say play more games? I think we all get a little bit stuck with what exactly we want to play. You know, a lot of us are avid Call of Duty players, and we only play Call of Duty and maybe one other game. We all play Battlefield and one other game. There's people that play PUBG and maybe one other game, Rainbow Six and maybe one other game. Now, I'm not going on some tangent about how you need to experience more things in life. As much as that is true, that's not what I'm here to tell you. What I'm trying to say is that I feel like we get stuck. We get stuck with our particular video game franchises of choice, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that except for the fact that I think your brain gets stuck. I think the big reason people get tired of Call of Duty is because they play it too much. I like to joke that Battlefield 1 was such a great Battlefield game that all of the Battlefield YouTubers went over to Rainbow Six. But I don't think that Battlefield 1 was so inherently terrible that the Battlefield YouTubers wanted no part in it. I feel like they were just getting bored with the franchise in general, and a lot of them wanted to play something new. A big reason people make fun of video games and go, oh, I used to play that, but now they suck, oh, they keep getting worse, is not really that they're getting worse. Kind of like Psychology 101 is basically, it's usually you. You know, if you want to know the basics of psychology from everything I've read, it's usually comes down to you. Call of Duty hasn't gotten worse, you've gotten increasingly bored with it, fatigued by it. And there's a really easy way to prevent this fatigue and start to appreciate the games you used to play or your main genre more. If you're a first-person shooter player like me, you want to know how you appreciate first-person shooters more while enlightening yourself about gaming in a way that a lot of people that are stuck won't be able to do? Go play a fighting game or a racing game, a JRPG, an action RPG, a turn-based RPG. Go into the Steam sales or go into the Xbox or PSN sales. Go in there and grab a game you wouldn't normally play but you thought kind of looked cool. And when you go to play it, don't just treat it like a one-off thing. Actually try to get good at it. See, right now I have just recently purchased Forza Horizon 3, and I am not very good at it. I'm having a shit ton of fun in it, but I'm not good at it. And I think it's good for my brain, it's good for my gaming habits, especially as a YouTuber who wants to focus on first-person shooters. It's really easy to get bored or tired or just this feeling of being trapped in a genre, at least to me. And I appreciate my genre of choice more when I go play racing games or RPGs or other things. I go experience the story of Final Fantasy 15. I revisit Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I go learn how to play a racing game or a fighting game. I got a first-person RPG like Homefront Revolution that has a really weird style of gunplay that I'm not used to yet, but is really interesting. High damage, high recoil, it's kind of fun. I feel like when I go play other games, I come back to my preferred genres, my preferred titles, my preferred franchises, better equipped, and feeling fresh. Gaming will start to feel like a chore. It'll start to feel like something you have to do if you limit yourself in any way. And by playing other video games, other genres, completely different genres, from your preferred, you will pick up different skills. You will train your brain to do different things. It'll help your brain become more accepting and flexible. Because I play a wide variety of shooters more than most people, I am able to top the scoreboard and beat my friends in just about any first-person shooter on my Xbox. Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo, Doom, Titanfall, or whatever, you name it. I'll be good at it. I'll be an asset in it, and I'll be a detriment to anybody against me. And I honestly think that that is because I've stretched my brain. I am just as comfortable with COD World War II as I am with Halo Reach. But I'm also learning how to be a decent racer in Forza Horizon 3. I had a lot of fun beating Kingdom Hearts 2 on the hardest difficulty, as well as Final Fantasy 15. These fresh experiences will make other experiences feel more fresh. Gaming does not have to be a chore. Gaming does not always have to be a grind. Gaming can be a wide spectrum of experiences that you can learn from, expand your brain from, and also be a more interesting person to talk to. My final point here is that the best conversations I have had about the gaming industry or just games in general are usually from people that play a wide variety. They have Forza, Wolfenstein, Destiny, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy, and when you mention a franchise or a game to them, they know what you're talking about. This will also allow you to give better feedback about the games you really care about when you have a wider understanding of other video games. You would not believe how many times somebody will say, "Oh, I wish Call of Duty or Battlefield had this feature," and I'll be like, yeah, there's a shooter that has that feature. And they didn't even know there was a shooter out there that allowed them to do certain things like that. I know that was extremely vague, but I can't remember every instance that that's happened or an example off the top of my head. And for that, I admit that that is pretty weak of me. But either way, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying in this video. I hope you don't think it's just a dumb video. It kind of is, but at the same time, when you come back refreshed and you remind yourself how to play your favorite franchises, it strengthens your brain, and I think that's important for gamers. If you are a casual gamer, that's fine with me. If you want to just do nothing but grind your favorite game because all you want to do is win and get better at that game, that is fine with me as well. You do you, man. That's great. I'm not gonna judge you for it. Just letting you guys know my 2 cents. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.